भाइयों बहनों, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, scholars, students, learners, listeners, professionals, officials, doctors, ministers, researchers, believers, followers, all are welcome. All around the world, those who are listening, I, Dr. Rakesh from USA, thanks the God for your presence. Your presence is admirable, appreciable and praiseworthy. Today we are discussing review of earlier researches. Review of earlier researches continues throughout the period of study. It begins with the selection of a topic. Since the study aims at being a contribution to knowledge, we have to be careful that it has not been carried out previously. We must remember that entirely new areas of study are very rare. However, a previous study must not be exactly replicated. Once the topic is selected, we have to consult the available sources and search for the relevant materials. A thorough review of the earlier materials must be undertaken after that. What is the importance of review of related literature? Review of related literature comes from earlier researches on the same topic selected for the study. In the review, earlier writings on the topic are abstracted and significant writings in the area are reviewed. Thus, the review is helpful in providing the background information to the reader. Moreover, a good review will show how thoroughly the researcher has gone through the project. Next, emphasis on the central theme. We must take care of review the feature connected to the central theme of the study. In the course of the study, we may have gone through several books. Some of them may not be rejected to the central theme of the study. The review of literature should deal with only material relevant to the central theme of the study. Moreover, the review should not be too elaborate to become cumbersome. The review must not become a paragraph. Review must not become a paraphrase of all works related to the area. We must try to make it a critical analysis of the works related to the critical theme. A review must be a pointer to the relative status of the study we have undertaken. The relation between the review and the research report. Generally, scholars fail to relate the review to the research report, research project they have undertaken. The review must be closely integrated to the project. Actually, the project must evolve from the review, and ideal review highlights the originality as well as the limitations of the earlier studies. It must make the reader realize how the present study is an inevitable corollary of the earlier studies in the field. Apart from continuing the tradition, the aim of a scholarly dissertation must also be carry the area of knowledge forward. Next is a simple review. Here is a simple review taken from the thesis of a scholar. The scholar has dealt with the early novels of Kamla Markandeya in his or her study, and here is the review. There was no paucity of secondary sources as far as the novels of Kamla Markandeya are concerned. K.R. Srinivasa Iyingar's pioneering work, Indian writing in English, through written nearly 50 years back, still retains its charm. For a comprehensive analysis of the theme and trends in Indian writing, there are few equals to this work. Similarly, M.K. Naik's A History of Indians English Literature offers a good background study. What is given above is a sample review. We can certainly improve on it. From the above example, it is clear that the scholar has to proceed with the review in a methodical fashion by critically analyzing the major works one by one. So this should be applied by the researcher while doing research. How to prepare of a working bibliography. A working bibliography is an essential part of the research process. It emerges as we research for sources. A working bibliography is the first list of useful sources we prepare. This list is a constantly changing